Windows PowerShell Direct. Now this PowerShell Direct, what is this? It is actually what connecting the virtual machine of Hyper-V from the host server without even the network. That means if you want to connect the virtual machine, you need a network to connect. For example, if I have a virtual machine created under the Hyper-V, so what we have to do to connect the virtual machine, first we need the switch, the virtual switch as an external or internal. If we have an external switch configured, then what, the virtual machine can be accessed from the other servers, from the physical network, from the other servers, and also from the host itself. And if we are using the internal network, so virtual machine can be accessed from the host by using the IP address. But if we don't have IP address, if we don't have connectivity, then still we can connect the virtual machine from the host by using the Windows PowerShell Direct feature. This feature is new and this feature is available in Windows Server 2016, and also it is available in Windows 10 machine also in the client Hyper-V. So this is the new feature in Windows Server 2016. It is called Windows PowerShell Direct, where we can connect and run some commands, or we can invoke the commands directly, or without connecting the server, without connecting the virtual machine, even without having the networking feature enabled. We can connect the virtual machine, we can pass the commands, we can run the commands, or we can connect through the PowerShell remoting to the virtual machine to manage the virtual machine from the host. So what this PowerShell Direct, it does not require network connectivity. It does not require the network connectivity, can only be used from the host to the virtual machine. Remember, it is only for the host. It is not for the other machine. Like if the Hyper-V installed in server 1 and you try to do it from server 2, it will not work. It is only for the host. That means in the server 1, if we have a Hyper-V installed and we have a virtual machine in that Hyper-V, then we can only access them from server 1. Server 1 itself, that is the host. Now what is the requirement for this? First, the host must be running Windows Server 2016 or Windows 10. The host of Hyper-V virtual machine. Then the guest must be also Windows Server 2016 or Windows 10. That means the virtual machine we have in the Hyper-V, that must be also Windows Server 2016 or Windows 10. Previous versions, if we have the virtual machine, the guest, we are not able to use the PowerShell Direct feature. This Windows PowerShell must be running as an administrator also. That means we have to run the PowerShell as an administrator, and you have to provide the credential and to authenticate to the virtual machine also. So when you do the PowerShell Direct, then you have to connect the virtual machine through the to providing the authentication also. That is the credential for the user and password. The user and the password, the authenticated user who can manage the virtual machines. And for entering it or invoking the command, simple, the command is what, enter PowerShell session, and then you will give the command option virtual machine name, and then you will mention the name of the virtual machine. Or for just running the command without accessing the server, without accessing the virtual machine, we can use invoke command of PowerShell. By using the invoke command, virtual machine name of the virtual machine, and then you can run the script block, whatever the command script you want to execute. So here we have one machine running. This is a virtual machine we have running, and on this virtual machine I have installed the core server. We can check it. We'll go to connect it from here. So it is core server installed here, and it is server 2016 core edition. So because it is server 2016, so we can do PowerShell Direct also here. Okay, so it is starting here. Okay, it is started. Now I will log into this core server. And this is the core server we have in this virtual machine. Now I can check the name of this server. It is core, the name of the server is core. And is it any IP configuration is there? No, there is no IP configuration. Actually there is no network adapter connected here. So there is no option here, there is no network available to connect this server from remote location. There is no network adapter configured here. So the machine name is core and there is no network adapter configured here. Now why it is not showing network? Because when you check the setting of this machine, so I don't have network adapter connected. If you see, it is not connected. So network adapter is not there. That means we are not able to do the connection from remote server. So it is not connected to network, there is no network feature, but still from the host machine we can connect the server through the Windows PowerShell by using the PowerShell direct feature. So for that it is very simple. We just have to open, first the requirement is the server, the host server must be server 2016, that is this server. The real server is actually server 2016. Then under the Hyper-V, the machine, the server which is we are running, that must be also Windows Server 2016 or Windows 10. So that is also there. The server which is running here, it is also Windows Server 2016. Now the next is what we can do, only connect from it, only connect from the host server. We can't connect it from the other server. So the PowerShell on the host server we run, that must be also running as a administrator. So I will right click on it, I will run as a administrator. Now to connect that virtual machine, we just have to provide the name of the virtual machine, and with the command enter PowerShell session. Now when you use this command, enter PowerShell session, after that we will mention the virtual machine name. Now with the virtual machine name, we have to mention the name of the virtual machine. Now remember, the name of the virtual machine is what? The name of the virtual machine, if you remember, I have shown you the core. The machine name is core, but that is the name of that machine under the configuration of that machine. But for Hyper-V, what is the virtual machine name in the Hyper-V, that we have to mention here. So the machine name is actually core, but in the Hyper-V, for us the machine name is this. It is template VM. This is the name of the virtual machine here. So what we have to name here, we have to name the virtual machine name which we have mentioned in the Hyper-V. So in the Hyper-V, we have the virtual machine name as a template VM. So we have to mention the name here is this, not the core, that is the name of the configuration of that virtual machine. So we have to mention this name here. So I will mention here that the name of this virtual machine is template VM. And then when I press enter, it is asking for the credential. It is asking for the credential that user who's authenticated to manage the Hyper-V. So it is administrator itself of this local machine. So I am mentioning the administrator and the password of that administrator account. Okay, wrong password. Administrator. Credential invalid. I think I forgot the password. Okay, I think I don't forgot the password. Actually, it is a domain. Active Directory domain is there, so we have to mention it as a domain user. So I have to mention it like this: the domain name, and then the username. So this is domain administrator who is having the authentication to manage the Hyper-V here. So Sai administrator, and this is the password for that administrator account. And now we can get the command terminal here of that virtual machine. And now we can see here we are under this virtual machine, and we are under the virtual machine. We are now on the PowerShell. PowerShell we can verify just running by the hostname command that what is the name of the machine, and we can see it is saying the name of the machine is core. That means now we are getting the access of that core server, the core server which is running under this Hyper-V, under the Hyper-V. Remember, there is no network option available, there is no adapter connected to it, but still we can access it remotely. We can access it remotely, that means we can access it from the real host. We can access it, and we can now get the PowerShell terminal here of that machine, and we can run any command here to configure the server here. So we can manage the server, we can configure the server, because we are now under the core server, under that virtual machine. And even we can, if we don't want to access the server directly, so we can just run the command directly without accessing the server. So for accessing, we can use this this command enter PowerShell session to access it with the credential. And if you don't want to access it, you just want to run the command, then you can run it by using the invoke command. You can use this invoke command, and then virtual machine name, and then the name of the virtual machine, and then what you can run the script block, and then you can run any script block, or you can run any command there. That command will be executed on that virtual machine. So instead of accessing the machine, we can run the command on that particular machine by using the invoke command. Virtual machine name, then we have to mention the name, and then we can mention the script block like whatever we want. For example, I want to get commands, or just I want to get the information about the services running on that server. We have to provide the authentication. And this command now it is going to execute on that virtual machine, and it will give the output. So we can run any of these commands directly without logging into the server or logging into that virtual machine, and we are getting this output. It is showing all the services running or stopping, the status about the services on that server and on that virtual machine. It is saying the status, whether it is stop or running, the name of the services, this is the display name, and the computer name. This is what the name of the computer is. PowerShell computer name. So this is the PowerShell Direct we have. So we can run, we can connect the virtual machine from the host directly without having the network connection or network features enabled, and it is called Windows PowerShell Direct. We can directly invoke the commands also directly without accessing the server. We can invoke the commands also.